for Life Skateboards. You can get one of your own at lifeskateboard.com. I just filmed a bunch of stuff for a full video. You'll be following me on a time lapse for that. Today, we just have this stack of popsicles to shape. Whenever I have the same shape, doing it over and over again, I'm going to go through several at a time. So with this stack of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we're going to go in 3, 3, and 2. That just means that the times that I've got a mask on is going to be a little bit longer. So give me a little bit of patience getting to your questions and things like that. Give me 1 second here. If you're watching this after the live, make sure you go to lifeskateboard.com. Get yourself a deck. I'm the hourly employee here, so the more boards you order, the more work I have. Love it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll get to them as I get to them. But, yep. You guys are just going to follow me around at work today. I'm going to shut up and get to work. All right. I'm going to grab 3 boards. And this step here on the belt sander is going to take this edge and bring it to a 90 with the concave. Now, once we're through this stack, we're going to go in the next room and press some boards too. Alrighty, and we're going to go ahead and hop over the next step, but while I'm here, I'm going to share this on another platform real quick. Alright, so I got those 3 that I taken through the belt sander. Now we're going to take them over here to the edge router. This gets the edge to this gets the edge rounded. We needed to bring that edge to a 90 with the concave to make sure it could meet between the 3rd and 4th splash. appreciate you, Biggie. Fortnite, you have a great night. Oh man, I'm sorry about family issues. I hope you can just watch some of my more boring, relaxing videos and maybe be able to calm down from that. I'm sorry. I hope your day gets better, my friend. Alright, so the next step here is cleaning up what we just did on the drum. I'm going to clean the drum up and then we're going to take 3 through that step. This cleans up the edges, the bottom, and the nose and tail. First, we're going to clean it with a wire brush and some abrasive cleaner. The next step is the back wheel, and we'll get to that. If you guys are watching this and enjoying it, please share it with your friends. I know this is a niche thing to enjoy watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Once I get done with each step, I'll check, try to answer questions. Deep breath, and don't forget, get a life at lifeskateboard.com. Support what you're watching, get a good board made to last, made by skaters, and who knows, maybe you'll be watching me shape your board on a live. That's a question that'll make me stop doing my work. G asked, where can I purchase? I'm going to make this easy for you, G. I'm going to ask you to go ahead and screenshot right now. Go to lifeskateboard.com. where you'll find over 77 shapes. You'll be able to choose your wheelbase, your veneer color, number of plies. We've got youth boards, shaped youth boards, popsicles, long boards, real long wheelbases, shorter wheelbases. We've even got some funky boards like the Scoot. That thing's just tiny. It's weird. My signature shape's on there. But yeah, you just go to lifeskateboard.com, get what you need. We ship everywhere. If you're local to Indiana, you can come out to the shop and pick it up when it's done. Or maybe I can just meet you at a park. So thanks for that question, lifeskateboard.com. With you here, I'm not feeling the best. I just got real lightheaded out of like nowhere. So give me a second. Let me go grab some water for myself. Not really sure what's going on. That was weird. But yeah, just give me a second here. I'm gonna go grab some water for myself, and then we'll keep this going. I hope. Hopefully that fixes my balance. That was really weird. I don't know what that was. That was weird. Sorry about that, guys. It was real hot and humid yesterday. I skated for a real long time. And when I skate, I don't really stop that much. So this is probably just my body catching up with me. Sorry about that. Back to your regularly scheduled program. Don't forget, get a life. That was weird. We're having all kinds of difficulties today now, aren't we, guys? Surprise! It's dark. What the heck just happened? Are there other lights working? Yep. Okay, I just flipped a breaker here, so give me a second. Whoopsies! Oh no, we just got we got a lot of stuff running on the same circuit here. So, there we go. And we're good. I'm glad when the lights go out, the machines go out too. There we go. W's in the chat. Am I allowed to say that now? Do I have a chat? Alright, now we're going to get on to the Mac wheel. Loving that you guys are sticking around regardless of the technical difficulties. Also, I'm kind of dumb, guys. I'm new to this YouTube thing. I usually do Instagram. So for the first like 15 to 20 lives I was doing, it was in horrible quality and I had no clue. So glad you guys are watching a high quality video this time. I hope. I don't know. They look pretty good when I watch them afterwards. Alrighty, now we're on to the Orbital, and this is the part where I can take my mask off and talk to you guys. Whew. Alrighty. And while we're over here on the Orbital, I'm going to be smart. Plug the phone in here. You know it. Always got to be on that grind. And if you're not able to grind, get a butter bar. I make wax, in case you didn't know. Ugh. I'm having trouble with this tripod, guys. I think it's gonna fall. I don't want to drop you. Y'all are like my babies. I don't want to drop you. Okay. And we're good. Don't forget, lifeskateboard.com. That's where you get them. Whew. Hey, there you go. You can do that. Roll-on grinds, whether Steve don't like them or not, they're fun. So you don't even have to learn how to ollie to be able to grind. You can just like roll up to a growing curb If it's front side, jam your heels into it. If it's back side, jam your toes into it, and you get that feeling. It's great. Just lather some wax on there, good to go. Grinds and slides are really fun. Really fun aspect of skateboarding. Because you can do it on things you didn't really expect to be able to do it on. Always fun. Especially if it's a textured surface like some diamond grind coping. Diamond grind coping is great. A good seatbelt smith on some diamond grind coping feels like heaven. Hey, there you go. All it takes is practice, man. 10,000 hours. That's what it takes to master something. But most of us don't master it. We just have fun doing it. So as long as you're having fun, that's the best part of it. You're going to notice a progression every day from your muscles building up that you didn't use. My favorite part of skateboarding is the figuring it out part. So you're right there on everything, and I love that. Orbital, the one underneath there. Yep, we have a website right here. Look at that, I have that ready to go. Locked and loaded. Also, YouTube likes to flip my stuff around, so yeah, it's backwards and forwards. Lifeskateboard.com. If you want the wax, I didn't write it down. Sorry. It's butterbarswax.com. We do ship everywhere. I think that it calculated shipping out to $8.95 on the wax. This gets calculated out at checkout. This website's pretty cool. There's like 77 different shapes on there you can play with. All this stuff. That one's the one I designed. Hey, there you go. Skateboarding's great. It's an awesome thing, as Jake Phelps, rest his soul, once said. Skateboarding's always waiting for you. Skateboarding doesn't owe you shit. It owes you wheel bite in the rain, and I love that about it. But yeah, that's great. Love that you're hanging out around the skate park. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, the more boards, I'm the hourly employee here, so the more boards you order, the more work I have. The more work I have, the better my bills get paid. If this pauses the video, but I'm going to be sharing this to another platform real quick and then sharing it to some groups. We're back. I apologize for that. Hopefully none of you left while that was paused there. I just wanted to go ahead and share that to some groups I forgot to share it to at the beginning here. So we're back. focus on here. Some of these veneers, once we press them, have these horizontal. You cannot even see that on the whip. Can't even see that on the camera, so I'm sorry. There's horizontal lines going across the grain. While that doesn't affect the quality of the board, it don't look pretty. Make sure that that do look pretty. There you go. Maybe you'll be able to see it now. It gets a little more pronounced while I'm kind of see it. That right there. I just like to get that off. As it takes a little bit more time on the bottom glide. Could get it on the drum, but I don't want to take off any material on the edge. Getting the excess glue off of the nose here. We'll move on to the edge. There we go. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. When you get them, you're going to love it. We're really well known for how deep our concave is and how good it is. We do offer a mellow concave. I personally don't like it, but we love our deep concave. The boards last a long time. When I became aware of Life Skateboards, it's a fun story. I was working in a skate shop. I'm really heavy-footed. I skate every day. I was going through a deck a week. That sounds like a lot. Part of my pay every week was a deck. So that was the only reason I was able to keep skating. A guy walked into the shop, told me this big long story about how he pressed these boards that looked like this. Same concave, same strength. It started to last me a month instead of a week. So I fell in love with them, started advertising them like crazy. And then the guy that used to work here messaged me and was like, hey dude, I made that board. So I became aware of Life Skateboards through Live, but I fell in love with them. My feet wouldn't touch anything else, and then a few years later, here I am making them. Extremely strong boards. We focus on quality over quantity, something the industry threw out the window a long time ago. You can tell that from their short press and cure times to their heat transferred skateboards. We don't do that here. We use lino blocks, we do long press and cure times. We want to make sure you get exactly what you want and it lasts you as long as it can. We're trying to make sure that we make some of the best all maple construction skateboards that are out there. And I think I can say we've done it. I've been with the company for I guess it's been a few years now. Sam started the company in 2012, and we are the only people making these boards, and then we've got the team. So, hello, Ramad Tobin. I probably butchered that pronunciation, and I sincerely apologize. So I work for Life Skateboards, handcrafting our own boards. This is a board for a customer. If you go to lifeskateboard.com, you can get one of your own. We press our own boards with a long press and cure time, cut out the shape, and then we go through all the steps of the process. I'm not sure if you're able to scroll back on the live to see the steps of this here, but there will be a video going up of all the steps. Belt sander, edge router, drum, Mac wheel, and then orbital, and then we apply our graphics here with lino blocks. So, yep, it's blank right now, but it will be a completely finished board in the next day or so. Sam does the graphics on these. Thank you. I love the work too. Love the work of the boards. I also love the work of the boards. That's why I do it. Do the dream job for me. Delvin world. Also, hey, thanks for tuning in from Indonesia. Love to have the whole world on here. I love that. Hey! What's up, Master Peach? Master Peach said they're from England. Trying to think where these guys are located. Big A Skateboards also presses their own boards. I know they're in the UK. I can't say for sure the exact location. I don't want to be offensive to anyone by saying the wrong spot. So, you should check out Big A. They're pretty rad. Hey, if you're watching this and you're not from Indiana, United States of America, let me know where you're watching this from. I'm just curious. I think that would be pretty cool. I want to find out. I'm in the middle of Indiana. So your standard board is going to have 7 plies of maple, 5 vertical grains, 2 crossbands. We can do 6 or 8. This is a 7. Middle of nowhere, Bird Lane. St. Marie, Montana. Montana is one of our least densely populated states, so you are not incorrect there. You have skate parks out there? I've been to some parks in Missouri, and that's about as close as I've gotten. I think St. Louis is as far west as I've been able to get myself. That's a little embarrassing, but it is big. I'm the honest guy here. Alright, so this board here is ready for graphics. You saw me touching up the edges. And then what you're seeing me do here is the last step of quality control. I feel a little bit not as smooth as I'd like it right here. That's the reason I don't wear gloves. A little bit more low. And this is ready for graphics. Go a little bit more low. And there we go. So this guy's ready for graphic. We're going to go ahead and hit the other 2 on the orbital. Hop over there. I think I'm just going to go ahead and take the 5 through at the same time on this next step. And then we're going to hop in the other room. I've got 2 6-ply boards to press. So, Ramad, your question about how many layers, you're going to see an example of an odd-numbered layered board in a little bit here. But I'm going to rush through these. I'm going to say rush. I'm just going to do them. But then we're going to keep going here. If you guys have any more questions, let me know. Whoa, hey, Streamlabs, what the heck? We're going to... I did not mean to do that. Sorry, guys. I started to make a chat bot, and I don't like it at all. And I want to turn it off, but I don't know how. I'm new to all this, so... Chatbot just got put in timeout. Bird, you do whatever you want to do. Don't listen to him. Yo, man. No skate park. Closest one is about 30 minutes. Hey, that's a decently close. At least you got a park. But I bet it kind of sucks to not have that much stuff around you. Or maybe it's better. Who knows? I live in Indianapolis. So, real densely populated area around here. The shop itself is out in New Palestine. But born and raised around here. All right, hopping on to the next one. Don't forget, guys, if you're watching this and you're enjoying it, don't forget to subscribe. You can catch more lives like this, playing with my dog at the dog park, skateboarding. Who knows? I got a video I need to edit and post tonight. What that? What kind of chatbot asks people to not send long messages? Like, we're having a conversation here. That's weird. I'm really glad I didn't follow through with that and I no longer use Streamlabs. Not wanting to hold over the disc for me. Zayden asked, what's the most you've ever got donated? I had just started my stream, so you have to be at 3,000 watch hours or 4 million shorts views to be able to receive donations directly. I do have a Venmo set up for donations, but I don't expect people to hop off stream just to donate to me. But that is Days with Casper on Venmo. So I haven't received any donations directly on these streams because I can't get donations yet. But sharing my videos always helps me get there. I know with the rate that I'm going with the long form videos that I'm posting, I'm on track to hit that partner level by the end of the year. We'll see. I'm trying. Ramad asked, do you work alone? I am the only hourly employee. Me and the owner work together. So he cuts out the shapes, he does the graphics, he made all this, he built this all out, he made all the templates. I do what you see me doing here. We've discussed... Hey, thank you, man. I know we can get there soon. But yeah, if you'd like to donate, you can go to Days with Casper on Venmo. I believe my channel has a link to it. But once again, I don't expect people to hop off stream and go donate somewhere else. I do hope to be at a partner level by the end of the year. So I'm just gonna keep grinding and hope I get there. I actually do have a playlist that if you want to help me out, you just play that. It helps get my watch hours up. Watch watching these live after the stream always gets my watch hours up. Unfortunately, watch hours accumulated during a stream don't count towards the total, or else I'd be there already, because you guys watching on these streams is a big help. For a little bit there, I was thinking maybe I'd stop doing lives and just do full-length videos, but I really enjoy this connection, and plus being able to just live answer questions from people is a great bonus of being able to do this. Yeah, a lot. There's a lot that goes into it. So, I mean, obviously it's going to be different for different types of wood. Some companies use birch, and that sucks. Maple is what you need to use for a skateboard. What a lot of the issues people run into starting, I wasn't here for the start of this, so this is all secondhand. You're going to make molds that don't match up right. Gonna end up with a press that cracks. Gonna end up with something where the concave's not right. It's gonna be a lot of trial and error to get things done with maple, but once it's finished there. Sorry, I just got a text message I have to respond to in a second. I lost my entire train of thought entirely, guys. I apologize. Hey, over there in Kansas. Nice. Give me 1 second, guys. I hope all of you don't leave while I read this text message. I've got some side work planned for this evening that I need to check on here. Not all of you left. I can sincerely apologize. Carl Lee, can I be your wife, bro? I am very sorry, Carl. I'm sure you're a beautiful person. I'm sure you have great potential, but I am taken very happily. Thank you, though. That's sweet. That's so sweet. Sorry about that. I had to ensure what was happening after work was happening. Alright, and that one's ready for graphics. Time to move on to the next one. Whew, be right back. And back to it. Skates. We got What's Up, Keep Grinding, bunch of love from Brazil. Life Skateboard.com. Or you can go to butterbarswax.com and get some wax that I make. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Pablo, Leonardo, and Nathan for signing me there. Any banana decks? So confused on exactly what you mean by that. If you want to elaborate on that, you can. But if you go here, there's over 77 shapes available. If you're talking about, are we talking about like a banana-shaped board? Or am I being dumb right now? Is there a thing called a banana deck? Ah, okay. I see what you mean. Like the polarizer shape. Is that what you're talking about? Yes. Okay. We're good then. All right. So yeah, we can do that. We can make anything for you. If you wanted something real specifically small. Oh boy. No. So we can do anything for you. We can make smaller decks for you. If you got something real specific, especially if it's something from old school, you can ask us directly. It's lifeskateboard.com. The contact for my boss is on there. He handles all customs. We've got several different molds, so we'll be able to make something work for you. Zayden asks, do you have the pumpkin heroin skateboard? So I got a bone to pick on that one. Life Skateboards has been making eggs, but we call them footballs because in nature, eggs are not symmetrical. Thank you, bud. Appreciate the support. So we've been making eggs for a very long time. We have an 11.75 inch egg that we called the dino egg for a long time. We made it symmetrical, called it the egg roll. But we've had footballs for a very, very long time. The board that you're seeing in my edits and stuff, that's the barge. That's an 11.75 inch popsicle. Kind of a popsicle. It's got a square-ish nose and tail, kind of gets flat. But our board's just, we have better concave. We've been doing it really well for a long time. I will say that. I know that the way that they did the concave on those bigger egg boards, it's the flat bottom is a normal board's concave, just stretched out on the edges. Ours is actual concave to the edge. Even has your money bumps to the edge. So there's my shoe. I don't talk about them much, but I got a bone to pick with that one. There's some things like our egg twin that we did that a couple weeks later something very similar popped up. It was really weird, and then they were treated like innovators for some reason. But anyway, Life Skateboards, lots of shapes. We're here to talk positive about life. I don't need to talk about other companies. I'm gonna zip my lip on that one. Other brands, not companies. If you're on the website and you're looking for that board, you just go to the Dino Egg, and in the comments and in the notes, you just put egg roll, and you'll get the egg roll instead of the Dino Egg. And thank you, Sills. I hope this is. A long time ago, I realized people enjoy watching me work because this is interesting work. So I'm glad that I found a little niche audience that enjoys it. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see every time I'm on here. Oddly enough, today I'm doing a big stack of popsicles, which isn't normal for what we do. We make popsicles, we're known for our shapes. As you can tell, there's plenty of them here, over 77. But unfortunately today you're going to be watching me shape popsicles. Oh, of course, Steve, we definitely make twin tails. Actually, because we do everything in-house here, so for also... Sills, this is for customer. I designed my own shape for a signature shape, but we sell all over the world. So Steve asked, do you make twin tails? So because we do absolutely everything in-house, we can do whatever you want. So if you go on our website and you find a popsicle and you say, I want that twin-tailed, you just go in the notes and you ask for it to be twin-tailed. And we make it twin-tailed for you. If, let's say, you see, and this is an extreme, but here's the template for the knife. Let's say you wanted this to be a twin, but you wanted a twin tail. We could cut it right here. I'm sorry, we could cut it to right here, flip the template, and give you a real funky looking twin board. We also have the twins. There's a small twin, mid twin, and egg twin. They're based off of the original double vision shape. And then we changed those out to added the egg twins where it tapers out instead of in like the vision shape. But yeah, if you go to lifeskateboard.com, you can get a twin. It's rad. You want a knife? You want a razor tail? I mean, razor tail sucks. I've got a horrible story about that, but I mean, we can make you some real sharp punk points. We've got fat punk points, blunt punk points. I designed my own shape after my broken leg x-ray for nice and pointy stuff. But you brought up, I want razor. We can also razor top edge your board because we do everything in-house. The story on razor tail. All right. So, I think we talked about it earlier. I used to go through a deck a week before I was riding for this company and working for this company. Long time ago, about 2, 3 in the morning, I was alone at a skate park. My board had horrible razor tail. I was learning blunt over, shove it tail, and then come back over. I was working on a spine double barrel with about 4-inch gap in between. I got into the blunt, went to shove to tail, and my back foot slipped off. My front foot went over the nose, and the board locked into a perfect blunt, and my razor tail was going straight up, and my dumb ass was skating in sweats. So that razor tail split the boys. That sucked. I was alone, so I had to crawl out of a skate park at 3 in the morning and decided to go to a hospital in the morning. Almost lost one. Almost. So now I do not skateboards with razor tail, and I don't skate in sweats. Because that hurts, and thinking about it hurt. So, yeah. There's your story time, guys. You guys got a pretty horrific story on that one. That sucked. I skated in a contest like 2 days later and then could not move for about 3 weeks. It sucked. There's a local joke around here from people at the time about grapefruit nuts. Because that's what happened. With that. You didn't come here for more, I'm sorry. We got a question here. How do you get into making skateboards? So it was always a dream of mine to end up doing this. I didn't know this was a path. Kind of a long story. I was working in a skate shop. I got to myself and was pretty outspoken about it. I wasn't working in that skate shop any longer. Saw an ad pop up for a job listing for here. I didn't realize that it was an entirely sober company. So when I reached out to the owner, he was already aware of me, and things just worked out, and I've been here ever since. Now I'm at Life for Life. Now, how did he get into board making? He's been a skater since the 80s. I've been a skater my whole life as well. But he's a woodworker by trade, had a shop in the early 2000s, and started pressing his own board. I need to turn my phone on Do Not Disturb. Doesn't your boss get worried that you're wasting time talking on these lives to people? No. We actually talked about this. He might be watching right now if he's not real good. So we talked about it. He really likes the personal connections that we establish on here. We do a lot of direct to customer sales specifically because of that. So we like to establish a connection with our customers because our boards are made specifically for a customer. It's not like we're making something up on the wall. You come and pick it out. You ask us what to make and we make it for you. So I like this little interaction right here. Being able to talk to you guys and kind of show you how this all works. We don't hide any of the steps because we want you guys to know that we're doing the best we can to make you the best board possible. 8 boards so far today. I've made some before the live. Now we're gonna hop onto the stack. I think I'm gonna go through them one at a time. Yeah, I'll go through them one at a time. That's what we'll do. That could use a little more love. All right, let me hop you guys right over here. All right, I hit the lock button. Did not mean to do that. This tripod used to be super easy to use on my lives, and now it's full of dust and hard to move around. Sorry. So, on to board making steps. We'll go through this one at a time so I'm not sitting in the same spot for a long time. I'll do it again. Don't you worry. I'll do it again. I'll fucking do it again. Sorry, that. My bad, guys. Unhinged Casper came out for a second. I'm glad you do. I'm a weirdo. Sorry! Yes, sir. Shop on that. Don't ask me to apologize. I'll do it profusely. Good. Go. You know what? Here's what you're in a Walmart right now. Go buy Death Wish coffee. You can go buy some Death Wish coffee right now. They don't pay me, but they keep me going. I'm trying to get them to pay me, so just go buy some. I will. I swear I will sell you an ad right now. Death Wish coffee, the greatest coffee you've ever had. No, it is really good. It's like extremely high caffeine content. Hey, Flip, you missed me losing it for a minute. My brain's not. I'm gonna stop talking. So I said it earlier. Unfortunately, I'm going through a boring stack today, so it's just popsicles. Shaped a Chubby Stubby, a Stinger, a Mid-Twin earlier before the live, but we're gonna get boring popsicles today. Sorry, Flip. Absolutely gorgeous. Hi, Flash. Thanks for popping in. I'll probably still be here. I got 4 boards to shape. I've been getting messages about some side work I've got lined up, so hopefully I don't have to hop off here quickly. But go do your thing, Flip. Not nice. Thanks for hopping back on here, Dynamite. I remember you. Unfortunately, today we're going through a stack. A stack of obstacles here. Sorry, dang it. I really gotta put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Brian Wilson, an ambassador for Skate Park Respect from Pensacola, Florida, just messaged me about some stuff that I'm gonna have to look at and deal with after this live. We both take care of skate parks. He's the one that got me involved with Skate Park Respect. I take care of Lawrence Skate Park with Shell Rippey. And got ambassadors for majors now. We just take care of parks, clean them up, and try to get them improved. Thank you. Hey, I'm going to be honest here. The work I'm doing at the skate park's honestly a little bit selfish. I want a better skate park. I like wording it like that because sometimes saying that gets some other people to do it. You know what I mean? But I mean, the more we take care of the park and the better relationship we have with the local parks department, the more likely it is that, let's say there's a multi-million-dollar bond for the general park area that the skate park is located in. If they like us, we get some of that to build a better park. So I love it. It feels good to clean parks. It's something I've been doing for a long time. And so having a nonprofit behind me is pretty rad. I don't know. I feel pretty indebted to skateboarding as a whole. So that's why I do all that. Hey, that's awesome. Love it. Hey, if you ever do that, take videos, post it. Skate Park Respect will eat that up. I don't know. I do a lot for skateboarding in general, just because I like to give back. Because I mean, skateboarding saved my life. I feel very indebted to it. The community around me definitely saved my life at one point, and definitely would not be here if it weren't for skateboarding and the people around me, so I gotta give back. That's what I gotta do when I'm done here, so hopefully I'm still here. And if you're like, dang, Casper's talking a lot more than he normally does, you're correct. I was off of, and this is not an ad, again, sorry if it seems like it, I won't even say a brand name. Lion's Mane Mushrooms is life-changing, and I was going through some financial situation where I couldn't afford it for a little bit. Back on it, happy, serotonin boost up, brain function up, happy up. That one's ready for graphics, and we'll move on to the next one. Goes a little faster when I'm doing them one at a time, doesn't it? Whew. This is a fun live. There's a lot of people coming in and out of here. When we get to the gluing part, you guys are going to have me for a long time with silence. We are more than halfway through the day here today, guys. Unfortunately, I may not get to pressing on this live. I might have to run out and do some other stuff. But that means I'll be pressing this evening. How fast I can get work done when I shut my mouth and get to work. I'm going to go ahead and just share this directly with the guy texting me so he knows what's going on. Maybe he can hop on here. Maybe we'll get a skate park respect ambassador in the chat here. Just send a link to this with no explanation. Text that I'm going to have to reply to right now. So I've got to end this live here. Maybe I'll hop in later when I get back to press. But thank you guys for all watching. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Go to lifeskateboard.com, get yourself a life. And if you want to support, go to butterbarswax.com and get a butter bar. Thank you all. See you next time.